It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. First of 272 games in the regular season. Buckle up. The Cowboys, the Eagles, underway to begin 2025. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
At their own 21-yard line.
It is bad, but somebody got to do it. Get my foot up on the gas, but somebody got to do it.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 61 yards. And the Eagles are on the board here first in the season opener. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now Dak, he wants to change the play. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. From the 24 now, here's his 2nd and 9.
There we go.
Now Prescott. Pickens on the slam. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Run down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Eagles' 47-yard line.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And some room to run now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. On 1st down, it's Blue. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott down. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Prescott to throw it. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially with... And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott on for the extra point. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. He only got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Yeah, here we go.
Prescott from the gun. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Yeah, here we go. Going in. 26.
Here's Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Dak, who's going to mix it up. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Drops it to Blue, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, With no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Saquon Barkley, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
That's the score. Eagles 21-6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take...
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over first and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Now Hurts is going to do it himself. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on second and goal.
Trimmer. Go Silver, ready? 73.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Eagles continue to pull away here this first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That one a first down pickup of 8. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now Prescott going to change the play.
47. 26.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And Hardline's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down, exactly what to keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Here we go. I take 26.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Cowboys.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff to Blue running left side. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go.
Prescott now from the 50. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Right side, and he finds Gray. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork, we saw a good job defensively to recover. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill. 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal trap.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
And still yet to find the end zone. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense in mid-season form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Working free to drop it for the sack there was Amari Barno.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Well, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Yeah, here we go.
Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jaden Blue with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Barkley inside handoff. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun, it's Hurts. Now we're behind his man, incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They can certainly use it down by 2 scores. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
And this pass caught by Gray. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Now Prescott. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jihad Campbell. Down the left sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. So how about that? You draft him in the first round back in April, hoping he'll make some plays for you. And now look at this. Instant dividends. A pick-6 in his very first NFL game.
Put that ball on the mantle at home, young man.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. He's got this to Pickens. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Prescott. And he floated one out there incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Prescott. He'll try and do this himself. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on